said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. With the catch, it's Cobb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Gets the back moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time. A And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
White wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The Bears will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. second down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
That quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You can tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Under fire. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Dead center perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. White going to attack through the air. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Kloffenstein. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. On the run, it's Washington. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Simmons. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for space, it's Robinson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt, now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. White wants to throw it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Duke took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. White going to attack through the air. On the move, he fires. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Bears in the hurry-up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job.
Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. White wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Muscling ahead on third and short. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless. And you know that you're losing possession. You're coming on the field.
This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They go right back to him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his man, it's Simmons. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Turning it on. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got his man across the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right back to the well. Nice move to keep running. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes the grab on third. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. The Bears want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.